flying on the Netherlands' biggest national holiday, Kingsday. Join me on this special flight to Tokyo. Explore whether KLM's business class is worth it and discover the secret behind the collectible houses you get on board. Hi from Schiphol Airport. Today is Kingsday, the day we celebrate our king's birthday. Everything is orange today and the mood is festive, especially on a sunny day like this. I'm heading inside to check in my luggage. For business class and SkyTeam Elite, there's a dedicated area. And I love the detail of the kennel houses on the fence. This area is usually well staffed and queue-free. As a Flying Blue Ultimate member, I'll be dropping off my suitcase at this dedicated desk. Security is surprisingly efficient today, leading me straight to passport control since I'm leaving the Schengen area. That line is huge, but thankfully I have premium through my American Express. One quick iris scan and you can skip the entire border control. Once passed, you'll enter Lounge 2 for the non-Schengen flights. They have some amazing artwork here, but keep an eye on the clock, you wouldn't want to miss your flight. As I said, Kingsday is a huge deal, and I'm amazed to see how the KLM ground staff is celebrating the day right along with us.
Kingsday is everywhere in the Netherlands.
But you can also find calmer areas today. I'm off to the lounge, the one and only non-Schengen KLM lounge here in Amsterdam.
This place is full of KLM houses,
which you'll learn more about later in the video.
So I'm just leaving the KLM Crown Lounge. Even though it is a very nice one, it has many areas, spa areas, etc. But as I did not request to film in advance, they did not allow me to film. So you will have to wait for another video to see that lounge. Now on my way to the gates.
One thing is certain at Schiphol. You're going to walk far. Did you know that you might walk up to 1.5 kilometers just to reach your gate? I've arrived at the Boeing 777-200 that will take us to Tokyo. Boarding has started. And after those last few steps, I'm finally on board.
Hallo, goedemiddag. Waar zit u? 2K. 2K.
Welcome to my seat for the next 14 hours. Let's see what it has to offer. This bulkhead seat is a full flat bed and features 2 windows. Devices can be charged wirelessly or through the power outlet. And I love the detail of seeing your destination on screen already.
Besides that, on this seat we find quite a few things. We got a baggage style blanket and a thick pillow. We also have slippers, probably because we're going to Japan. And we have the new amenity kit that we'll soon unbox. Bottle of water, and that's everything that we find on this seat so far.
Ik ga voor deze gezonde drank, dankjewel.
Ja, een mocktail alstublieft.
Just got the mocktail, which is a new pre-departure drink. It should be something with spirulina and, well, something healthy.
Which I believe is this in a scent bottle. During taxiing, they showed a safety video. I love that it's a stop motion made of Delft Blue pottery tiles. Taxiing took about 10 minutes and our flight path gave us a stunning view of Amsterdam from above.
So I'm quite curious about the amenity kit that we have. It is a new bag. It has been here for a few weeks now. Mixed reactions on it. So far, it's just a bag. Has a text on it. When the rain paints magnifying drops on the airplane window. That's it. Some poetry. What do we find inside? Fresh teeth with a bamboo toothbrush and toothpaste tabs. Very curious if that's gonna work. A pair of socks and a grey sleeping mask. Within the bag there is an extra pocket. There we find earplugs, a purple pen and 2 products from Marie Stella Maris, which is the new collaborating brand of beauty products. It's a lip balm and face cream. On this flight there is Wi-Fi. You can choose between 3 different passes. There's the messaging pass that lets you send text messages. There is a surf pass with which you can browse the internet, and then there is a streaming pass as well. And I've just applied for the streaming pass. Usually there is a fee for that, but as a Flying Blue Ultimate, it's easy because you can get it for free.
Next up is an oshibori, a hot towel to prepare for the dinner service. First, the appetizer. I went for the green apple mousse, and it was actually really tasty.
And of course, this is a flight from KLM from the Netherlands, meaning there's Dutch cheese on board. Time to watch a movie.
The entertainment system is quite snappy and offers a huge selection of movies. What I do find a bit odd though, is getting commercials before your program starts.
In this cabinet you will find some noise cancellation headphones that can be connected to this plug over here. They do a little bit of noise cancelling, but they're not that impressive. Luckily I have my own AirPods with me. However, on this older 777 it is not possible to connect Bluetooth devices to the in-flight entertainment. Luckily I brought my AirFly so I can connect them and have some proper noise cancellation for watching a movie.
But reading My Lonely Planet is a bit more useful anyway.
About an hour in the flight we've now been served our starter, which is a curry soup, some salad and bread. Whereas inside Europe you get cutlery made from bamboo or from wood, here you get actually real silverware. Both my spoon and my knife have little marks on them that did not wash off through the dishwasher. That's unfortunate, but well, we'll clean it.
The soup was fine, but nothing special. Time for the next round. The main dish is served on the same tray as the starter and comes with another drink.
I've gotten the cauliflower with a curry madras sauce. A bit inconvenient timing as we just got into some turbulence. It's a tasty meal. The flavors are quite well and the curry madras sauce, makes a good combination to the cauliflower. The crew on board this flight is super nice so far. And both the captain and purser came by to just have a chat. And now during meal service, another stewardess came by and brought us some green tea.
Haven't seen that before, but apparently a specific thing on this route to Japan.
We're now ready for the dessert. There was a choice available between a cheese platter or this sweet bavarois with forest fruit. And no, this is not the final meal of this flight. We have about 10 hours left, meaning there is a skybreak meal and a breakfast before arriving. A very nice touch, by the way, is the display of showing all destinations that you're passing. Because if you put it on the Track My Flight, it will show you all kinds of local tips and tricks and things to do, all above your flight path. Local time in Tokyo is about 1:30 AM, meaning it's a good moment to get some sleep. Here in business class, the seats go fully flat. For that, there's this magic button, and by pressing it, my seat transforms into a bed. There's still a good amount of food space. And this pillow, it's nice and thick.
During the flight, I woke up to the smell of a Dutch croquette. I usually love them, but this one was honestly disappointing. And for the hungry ones, there are plenty of snacks available in the galleys throughout the flight.
Good morning. Currently 8 AM local time in Tokyo, and I've just woken up. I'm quite impressed with this chair. I've been on it for over 10 hours and still it is comfy. The seat that goes completely flat really makes sleeping a much better experience here on board. Kingsday in Schiphol got a lot of attention. Many people were dressed in orange, and also KLM staff was present to hand out gifts to people. But here on board this flight, actually there was not so much about Kingsday. We just received this little chocolate with Happy Kingsday. Besides that, no special Kingsday flight, unfortunately.
Time for a quick cabin tour. In the back we have rows of economy. In front of the lavatories you'll find more economy and economy comfort with extra legroom. That's followed by the relatively new premium comfort class. But things get real behind this curtain, where business class begins. There are 2 rows here and a larger section in front of the galley. It stayed very quiet throughout the flight. Another oshibori, which means breakfast is served soon.
Lekker. Iets goed. Dankjewel. Verrassend goed, zeker. Jij ook? Nee.
The purser was kind enough to film the crew rest area in the back for us.
Helemaal lekker. Dankjewel. Lekker, dankjewel.
Will be horny. Most meal of this flight, that's gonna be breakfast. We have a few choices here. Pancakes, a spinach tart, or some yogurt, and I went for the pancakes.
It turned out to be a tasty breakfast, though with a very sad croissant. But then, the moment every passenger waits for. The KLM houses you get on board.
One of the most iconic elements of flying KLM's business class intercontinental is that you get a KLM house. At this moment there's 105 different houses. It started in the 1950s. They wanted to give out some gifts to passengers, but due to regulations they were only allowed to give out gifts for 75 US cents. Meaning they had to find a solution. And therefore they filled those bottles with liquor. Meaning they were just serving out drinks in a collector's item. That way they could pass the regulation. In the beginning years there just was a batch of different houses, and now every year at the birthday of KLM a new house is unveiled. On this flight only houses until number 78 were loaded, so we could not get the house 105. But still, I found this one nice as well, so it's gonna be on my shelf at home.
The KLM houses are a key part of KLM's branding. From chocolates to the airport, the lounge, and even the toilets on board.
What's to be said about the toilet? Well, not much. There is a flower, there's decoration of KLM houses, and we find some Stella Maris products. 15 minutes out of Tokyo, so time to buckle up.
A smooth landing brings me to Tokyo as I look back on an enjoyable flight. It might not be the most refined business class in the sky, but it does a great job. The crew was kind, the food was decent, and the seat was comfortable. Welcome to Japan! Did you enjoy this video? I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe. Maybe this next video is also interesting to you. Thanks for watching and enjoy your day!